Coal is an important fossil fuel in our world today, but it has some upsides and downsides. Which brings up the question, is coal a safe choice for Ohio? Coal has many important uses worldwide. The most significant uses of coal are in electricity generation, steel production, cement manufacturing, and as a liquid fuel. Although coal is very affordable and a good energy source, coal is producing tremendous amounts of carbon emissions that results in climate change and global warming.
Jackson Stone analyzed two articles that discussed the pros and cons of having coal in Ohio.
The central argument of Nicholas Loris's article is people are trying to make changes so that coal is safer and less harmful to the environment. The truth is, these changes aren't really benefiting the environment. Coal has been the rock that has powered America with its cheap, reliable energy, and its value outweighs the damage it's doing that isn't even that great to begin with.
The article written by the Natural Resources Defense Council's central idea is that no matter how much coal companies are claiming that their industries are cleaner and safer, it isn't true. Both of their articles had different perspectives.
A quote found in the article is, "Additional regulations will make it exceptionally difficult to build new coal plants. The administration's assault on coal provides little environmental benefit, has a weak scientific foundation, and removes authority from the state." This quote supports his claim.
A quote from the article written by the NRDC states, "If you listen to the ads, it sounds like clean coal is already here, but it's a fraud. The environmental and health costs necessary to mine it, transport it, burn it, and dispose of its waste make clean coal the equivalent of healthy cigarettes. They just don't exist." This supports the viewpoint that coal is not clean or safe for Ohio.
Both of these articles had very qualified authors.
The article is written by Nicholas Loris, who's an economist. He focuses on energy and environmental and regulatory issues. Loris has testified before the House and Senate committees and has been published and quoted in publications such as the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times. Nicholas Loris is a pretty accurate source.
You can tell that the article written by the NRDC is reliable for various reasons. The NRDC is the nation's most effective environmental action group, combining the grassroots power of more than 2 million members and online activists, with the courtroom influence and expertise of nearly 500 lawyers, scientists, and other professionals. The New York Times calls the NRDC one of the nation's most powerful environmental groups. The National Journal says that the NRDC is a credible and forceful advocate for stringent environmental protection. This source, Jackson, is definitely reliable.
How do these authors use facts in their textual evidence to back up their opinions?
Loris uses data that states that there are 497 billion tons of recoverable coal in the United States. He says this is enough to provide electricity for 500 years at current consumption rates. He says coal has the potential to be an important resource long into the future. This data supports his claim.
Finally, here's some data the NRDC provides to support their argument. Quote, "Around the country, about 600 landfills and surface ponds are used to store leftover contaminated coal waste without any effective federal government regulation. When they break or leak, communities face the risk of contaminated farmland, wildlife, and drinking water." End quote. This supports the argument that coal is not a safe choice for Ohio.
Both articles had good textual evidence to support their claim. Jackson's article provided good examples and good statistics about how much energy coal really provides our environment. Stone's had some very good information about how coal can affect our environment and things around us in a very negative way. However, I will have to agree with Stone's article especially because the authors of the article are very qualified and have gotten high claims for what they do. It is hard to go against the information they've gathered since they are so good at collecting their information and they have been highly awarded for what they have done in the past.
The authors from both of these articles have reason to be biased. We'll start with the NRDC. If you go to their website and click on About Us and then scroll down to the NRDC story, you will find this quote. NRDC was founded in 1970 to protect our air, land, and water from the forces of pollution and corporate greed. We protect, we defend, we lead the way. What this organization does is protect the environment. So when they looked at the facts and saw some of the things that coal was doing to the environment, they realized that they needed to say that coal was bad for the environment and, quite frankly, not safe. In order to follow the foundation of their organization, they needed to take this particular stance. Next, we get to the article written by Nicholas Loris. Nicholas Loris is an economist, so naturally Loris is going to want what is best for the economy. He knows how important coal is to our society and is willing to take some of the environmental risks in order to keep our economy in a better position. That is why